The air in our living room hung thick, heavy with the scent of burnt coffee from the pot I'd forgotten on the burner. My wife, Clara, sat on the edge of the couch, her fingers twisting the hem of her sweater into knots. Her eyes, usually warm like sunlit amber, were clouded, darting to the floor, then to me, then away again. My stomach churned, a primal warning I couldn't name. "You know that man from the gym?" she said, her voice a fragile thread, barely holding. "Well, I need to talk about him." I froze, the TV remote slipping from my hand, clattering against the hardwood. The room seemed to tilt, the walls closing in, their pale blue paint suddenly oppressive, like a sky before a storm. "What about him?" I asked, my throat dry, the words scraping out. Her silence stretched, a taut wire ready to snap, and in that moment, I knew something was wrong, terribly, irreversibly wrong. Clara and I had been married 7 years, our life a quiet rhythm of shared routines. Morning coffee, her yoga classes, my late nights at the office. She'd joined the gym last spring, a new spark in her step, her laughter brighter. I'd noticed the changes, her flushed cheeks after workouts, the way she lingered over her phone, smiling at texts I never saw. I told myself it was nothing, just her finding joy again after the miscarriage 2 years ago. The loss that had carved a silent chasm between us. But now, her words hung like a guillotine. "His name's David," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. She looked at me then, her eyes pleading, but for what? Forgiveness, understanding, or something else? "We've been talking. A lot." Talking. The word felt foreign, sharp on my tongue. My pulse hammered in my ears, a drumbeat of dread. I leaned forward, elbows on my knees, trying to anchor myself. The couch creaked under my weight, a sound too ordinary for the moment. "What kind of talking, Clara?" She swallowed, her throat bobbing. "It started innocently. He'd spot me on weights, make me laugh. He's easy to talk to." Her fingers tightened on the sweater, pulling threads loose. But then it wasn't just at the gym. We'd grab coffee, text. It felt safe, like I could be someone else for a while. The room spun. Coffee, texts, someone else. Each word landed like a blow, cracking the fragile trust we'd rebuilt. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but my voice came out soft, almost pleading. "Are you saying you're in love with him?" Her eyes widened, a flash of panic. "No. No, it's not that. It's," she trailed off, her gaze dropping to her hands. "I don't know what it is, Mark. I didn't mean for it to happen." Didn't mean for what to happen? My voice rose now, sharp enough to cut through the haze. The coffee table between us, cluttered with magazines and a half-empty wine glass from last night, felt like a battlefield. I saw her flinch, and part of me hated myself for it, but the anger was a living thing, clawing up my throat. "We kissed," she whispered, so quiet I almost missed it. "Once. Last week. After a late class. I stopped it, I swear. But I let it happen." The confession hit like a physical force, knocking the air from my lungs. I stood, pacing to the window, the city lights blurring into streaks of gold and red. The street below buzzed with life. Cars honking, a dog barking, people living their uncomplicated nights. I pressed my forehead against the cool glass, trying to steady my breathing. "You kissed him," I repeated, testing the words, their weight unbearable. "And you didn't tell me until now?" "I was scared," she said, her voice breaking. "I didn't want to hurt you. I thought I could fix it, make it go away. But I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't keep lying to you." Lying. The word echoed, a bitter refrain. I turned to face her, my hands trembling. "How long have you been lying, Clara?" "Weeks. Months." My mind raced, replaying moments I'd dismissed. Her late nights at the gym. The way she'd pull away when I reached for her. The sudden password on her phone. Each memory was a shard, slicing deeper. "Not lying," she said, standing now, her voice gaining strength. "I didn't know how to tell you. I was confused. I am confused. David, he sees me, Mark. Not the wife, not the woman who lost our baby, just me." Her words were a knife, twisting in my chest. "And I don't see you?" I asked, my voice raw. "I've been here, Clara, every day, trying to hold us together. After everything, I stayed." "I know," she sobbed, tears spilling down her cheeks. I know you did. And I love you for it. But I've been drowning, Mark. I didn't realize how much until he made me feel alive again. The room fell silent, the weight of her confession pressing down. I wanted to hate her, to hate this David, but all I felt was a hollow ache. I saw her then, not just as my wife, but as a woman carrying her own grief, her own secrets. Had I missed her pain? Had I been too buried in my own to notice? Say something, she pleaded, stepping closer. Her perfume, soft lavender, filled my senses, a cruel reminder of our intimacy. Please, Mark. What do you want me to say? I asked, my voice barely holding. That it's okay? That I'm not breaking inside. I ran a hand through my hair, tugging hard enough to hurt. I don't even know who you are right now. She reached for me, but I stepped back, the distance between us a chasm now. I'm still me, she said, her voice trembling. I made a mistake. A horrible, stupid mistake. But I'm here telling you, because I want us to fix this. Fix this. I laughed, a bitter sound that echoed in the quiet room. How do we fix this, Clara? How do I trust you again? My mind flashed to the gym, to this faceless David, his hands on her, his lips. I clenched my fists, nails biting into my palms. I don't know, she admitted, her shoulders slumping. But I want to try. I don't want to lose you. I looked at her, really looked, and saw the woman I'd loved for years. Her messy bun, her tear-streaked face, the way she stood with one foot turned inward, a nervous habit from childhood. I wanted to hold her, to erase this moment, but the betrayal lingered, a poison seeping into every memory. Then, a sound broke the silence, a faint buzz from her phone on the coffee table. We both turned, the screen lighting up with the name David. My heart stopped, the room narrowing to that single point of light. Clara's face drained of color, her eyes wide with guilt. Don't, I said, my voice cold as she reached for the phone. Don't you dare. Mark, it's not, she started, but I was already moving, snatching the phone before she could. The screen showed a text. Can we talk? I can't stop thinking about you. The words burned into my vision, a final confirmation. I dropped the phone, the clatter deafening in the silence. Get out, I said, my voice low, trembling with rage and heartbreak. Now. Clara's sobs filled the room as she grabbed her coat, her movements frantic. Mark, please let me explain. Explain what? I shouted, my control shattering. That you're still lying? That he's still texting you? I pointed to the door, my hand shaking. Go. She hesitated, her eyes searching mine, but I turned away, unable to bear her gaze. The door clicked shut behind her, the sound final, like a heart stopping. I sank to the floor, the room spinning, and realized the twist. The betrayal wasn't just hers. I'd failed her too in ways I hadn't seen, and now we were both lost in the wreckage.